jewelry box, not to mention a very notable necklace. There is a very good reason for why they're missing, isn't there, Blair? Oh, of course, and $12,000 from my safe.
Wait,
I can't believe it. Gosh, with everything else that's missing, I was going to forget the safe.
just listen to me a minute.
I am listening to every single word.
Look, Nora came by and took all the cash out of your safe. I have no idea where she put the money.
You have been caught.
That is not true. Look, the last time that safe was open, Carlotta was here. Maybe you should ask her. Nora took everything out of that safe.
Everything that you hadn't taken already. $12,000 from my safe. $4,000 from my jewelry box. And a $10,000 necklace to boot. Don't deny it, Blair. Or the reason why you took it. Max Holden.
Mr. Holden.
Dr. Kerr, thank God you're here. Look, nobody will give me any word on this. I know, how did the operation go? Will Luna be able to walk again?
I am not ashamed. I did what I had to, my duty to God, to myself, my heart, and my spirit. If you can't see that, if you still can't see what I'm talking about, then maybe we shouldn't even talk about getting married.
What?
You heard me. Maybe we shouldn't talk about getting married at all. I know that you can't stand that I could have anything good to say about Todd. But I have to be true to myself. And this was his only chance.
Well, everyone has to stand up for the things that they believe in, no matter what.
Thank you.
That goes for me, too. And that means we do have a serious problem, because I cannot accept what you had to do. Ever. No way will I accept you defending Todd.
This isn't an easy decision to make. However, I do feel that Todd's remarkable act of sheer courage in saving the lives of 4 people, including 2 children and an injured policeman.
Mr. Dunstall.
That, in addition to his recent efforts at therapy in prison, in my judgment, warrant a recommendation for giving Todd a second chance. And that's a suggestion I plan to make to the governor. You heard me right, Mr. Manning. I'm going to recommend you get a full pardon.
Empty your purse, please. Fine, I'll do it. Get out of my purse! Give me my purse! I will not. I have every right to look in your purse. You are making off with my very valuable, my very hockable property, and I have the right to search anything that you take out of this house. Blair Dane. Oh, I knew it! Well?
Look, Dorian, I needed money to live on. Yeah, Nora cleared out the safe, and I started looking for money. I panicked, and I pawned your old necklace. And yes, I was going to see what I could get for those 2, Dorian. Please forgive me. I was desperate.
You were desperate, all right. Desperate for Max Holden. And no price is too high, is it, Blair?
Fine! You want to know the truth? I'll tell you. Yes, I'll do anything to get Max Holden. Anything!
Don't worry, the other doc. I gotta know what I'm looking at here. Will Luna be able to walk again?
I'm sorry. It's too soon to judge, Mr. Holden. There are 3 possibilities now.
What are they?
Worst case scenario first. It's possible we weren't able to free up the damaged nerves. You do understand?
She may never...
It could happen, yes. But I don't believe this situation will prove quite that absolute.
You said there were 3 possibilities?
Yes, there's also a chance that the procedure completely relieved all the pressure your wife's fractured vertebrae put on the nerves.
So possibility number 2 is that she's fine. She's gonna walk out of here.
That's the best case scenario.
What's number 3?
Therapy. Long-term and, for some patients, extremely painful. Frustrating, certainly. But in the end, nerve damage can be repaired. Sometimes entirely.
Sometimes.
Sometimes partially. With dedication and patience, there can be full ambulatory recovery. Whatever the outcome, good or bad, your wife is going to need a great deal of attention and help.
She's gonna get it. Get whatever she needs.
Is that possible? Forgive me for saying so, but I did get the impression that there was some tension between you and...
Yeah, so?
I'm only questioning whether you'll be able to give the support your wife needs.
The question is not whether I'm willing to give her the support. The question is, will she accept it? Will she let me help her?
Max.
Yeah, darling? Right here. Right here, darling.
I mean it, Cord. I want an explanation. How could you let CJ and Sarah get mixed up with Todd Manning? To try to get him released, no less.
Well, wait a minute. Where did you get off judging me? You're the one who was just released from jail. You and your husband. No, I take that back. Your bigamist husband.
I don't want to talk about King.
Okay, fine. Why don't we try to take this from the top one more time, all right? Todd Manning escaped from prison. He was held up in the garden shed. I didn't know anything about that, okay? The kids found him out there. That's how they became friends. So whatever he's done, whatever he is now, it doesn't make any difference. Our kids have got feelings for this guy, okay? And I gotta tell you, Tina, I think he's got some feelings for them, too. Because otherwise he wouldn't have given up his one chance at freedom and come back and save CJ's life.
Mommy, look, it's there! We've been working on this one since yesterday.
What? What?
Especially for the governor. Dad, can you drive us to Grandma Renee's hotel? We want to talk to the governor, please. Please, Daddy?
Well, kids, listen here.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, see, your mom and I, we think it's great that you want to stick up for your friends like this.
That's what you taught us, right?
That's right, that is what I taught you. In fact, that's what Daddy was doing when he went down to Texas. I was helping out my friends, Max and Luna.
Then how come we can't help our friend Todd? He's our friend.
Well, you see, CJ, that's the problem. Daddy's not really convinced that he is your friend. See, son, sometimes people pretend to be your friends, but they're not really. Sometimes they're pretending because they want to get something from you.
Can you understand what your daddy's saying?
Dad, maybe we should go talk to him. Then you can see for yourself. Go see him, Daddy. Come on, go see him.
Cord, no. Absolutely not.
I'll tell you what, kids, why don't you let Daddy think about that for a little while, okay?
Okay. Then will you say yes? Yeah, Dad, please. Then will you say yes? Say yes. Please. Just say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes.
Mr. Dunstall, please, hear us out.
Mr. Commissioner, Mr. District Attorney, I intend to present my opinion to the governor, that's all. He makes his own decisions. Again, thank you all for your input.
Well, he'll make his recommendation to the governor, and we'll just have to sit and wait. Hey, Bo.
I'm not going to sit back and let Dunstall pass along some half-baked recommendation. The governor may go along with it. We have to do something to turn this around.
Yeah, well, we've already done all we can to put a hold on Todd's release, haven't we?
No, we haven't, Hank.
Pal, I prayed for guidance. Todd, he wants to try. He really wants forgiveness. Pal, we all sin. We are all guilty. Todd really wants to make up for what...
He can't. Don't you get it? He's doing it to you again. He's using your feelings to get what he wants, and then he's ruining us at the same time. I am not going to let him do it. This is the last time, Rebecca. Now, if we're going to get married, I want you to promise me right here, right now, that Todd is out of our lives for good. Promise me.
Well, I can't give you that promise. I'm sorry. I can't.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Hey, kid. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, I ran into Rachel. She said according to Ben Price, this flu's getting worse. He's there like 24 hours a day. It looks like he hasn't slept in weeks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I saw what he was going through, and he was trying to stay bad. Guess they don't have any idea what's causing it?
They're trying. My dad's writing these articles every day. He's getting information from Ben.
Yeah. Ben's doing the right thing.
Hey, Jason.
Oh, hey, Joey. How you doing?
Good, man. I was wondering if I could leave a couple of these on your counter. I'm trying to drum up some summer jobs.
Absolutely, man. You can leave as many as you like, as long as we're open.
What? What does that mean?
Well, I don't know if Wanda's is going to be here much longer. We lost the lease, and, well, the landlord's going to let me stay until he sells the building. So.
Jason, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's been coming for months. Started something new, you know?
Well, you gave it a good shot. I'm gonna make a phone call. Be right back.
Okay. These are pretty good flyers, man. It's a tough gig trying to, you know, get these one at a time. You should get some rich client to take you through the summer.
Yeah, it sounds good. I had one really rich offer. I'm just not so sure I should take it.
Why not?
Look at this Dorian Lord. She got this new place, and she needs a lot of work done before she moves in a couple of weeks.
Sorry, what? She told you that? She's moving in a couple of weeks to Marty's house?
I didn't know it was Marty's house, but yeah, she said she's moving in a couple of weeks. I'm just not so sure if I should, you know, be working for somebody who's had so many problems with my mom, you know?
Can you excuse me? I gotta go take care of something, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, watch the ball. I'll be back. Thanks.
Hey, Jason, where you going?
Hey, man.
What? Jason?
And you abandoned me, Blair. You abandoned me. You had no time for me. The woman who took you in. The woman who gave you your second chance.
Fine. This is what you want to hear, yes. I was with Max the whole time and no one mattered, including you. Is that what you wanted to hear, Dorian?
So even Max is fed up with you?
I left him at the hospital down in Sweetwater, Texas. We went down there to his ranch together, but Luna came.
How inconvenient. My heart aches for you.
Just listen to me. It's all my fault. Dorian, she may never walk again.
Who?
Luna. She ran out in front of me with the car.
You hit her with your car?
Her spine, God, she may never walk again.
Dear God. The poor thing.
Dwayne, you have to believe me. Please. I never meant for that to happen. You believe me, don't you, Dorian? Don't you? Believe me?
Well, no wonder you're scared.
Yes.
Because now, your precious Max is never going to leave Luna for you.
Don't you think that I know that? Oh, Dorian, I am in misery. My life is over.
Shut up. Out. Not one more word, not one more syllable. I want you out of my house now, tonight. Get out!
Come on, Izzy, you're not using the plane for anything else, are you? All right, so then that's fine.
Mommy,
Yeah, all right.
look what we found. It's just like we saw on TV.
Well, I know, but your daddy is on the phone. He's talking to Grandpa Asa.
Oh, right. He's gonna tell them then.
Tell him what?
The governor's coming to leave you tomorrow. And Grandpa knows him, right?
Well, yeah.
If Grandpa talks to him and Daddy says yes, then CJ and me won't be able to tell the governor all about Todd.
Well, listen, you two. Your daddy's thought about it. And his answer is no. There's no talking to the governor. Not about Todd.
You mean he won't see Todd either? He promised that he'd think about it. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I talk to him as soon as he gets off the phone, okay? Why don't you two go play, all right?
Okay, thanks, Mom. Come on, Sarah.
That's great, Asa. Thank you very much. Bye. All right, Asa said everything's okay. We got the plane. So what's going on with the kids?
Nothing new. They won't give up on Todd Manning. He's their best friend now. And that's not like them, Cord. Any little kids, they have something stick in their mind while we're so much against it for so long. I don't want them mixed up with Todd Manning.
Well, I'm sorry. It's a little late for that now, Tina. Come on, it's been months.
What? He's a criminal. He's a rapist, a murderer.
Not to them, he's not. Now, to them, he's some kind of a hero.
Well, that's too bad. They can have their opinion about a lot of things, but not about this. He's too dangerous. You tell them no.
Fine, we're just supposed to ignore their feelings then? We're just supposed to tell them that
You know what?
they can't have...
I am finished discussing it. I don't want them talking to Todd Manning, and I don't want them trying to get him released. Period.
Heck of a hearing, huh?
Glad you enjoyed it.
Well, didn't you? I mean, it looks like you have a shot.
Yeah, right. It's a definite maybe, Ray.
Well, maybe that may be. How do you feel?
How do I feel? What kind of counselor are you, Ray? What, you mean you don't know how I feel?
I want to hear it from you. Go on.
I want it. Bad.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I thought I blew it, you know, my whole life. There's no way I could go back. And look what I have to look forward to. Not much to get up for in the morning, you know. But now, I'm desperate.
No. Desperate is no good for you.
Well, I can't help it, Ray. I'm hoping. I mean, that's maybe how I feel different now. You know, I'm hoping again. I was scared, too.
Scared?
Well, with my dad, I learned that the best way to live, the only way to avoid disappointment in life is to never want anything, especially something that someone can keep you from having. Well, I lived like that, and look where it got me. So I guess from now on, I'm gonna try hope. I want out of here, Ray. I want out of here bad.
Good.
So what do you say, Sigmund? Did you mean what you said? You really think I got a chance?
Dr. Curran?
She's gone. She just left.
I still can't. I can't feel my legs.
It's okay. It's okay. It's too soon, all right? But it's looking good. She says it's looking real good so far. You just got to hold on to that and not force it so fast, okay?
Still feel groggy.
Well, that's to be expected. It's going to take a little while, all right? But everything's going to work out. You'll see. Everything is going to work out for all of us.
All of us.
You and me. Luna, please, Luna. Look, I have to say something to you.
Not now.
Look, Luna, please. No, I have to say this. Look, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. This is all my fault.
And if I didn't know your heart, I couldn't do this. I couldn't ask.
Ask what?
For your forgiveness. I know it's a lot to ask, and I know I haven't earned it. Luna, please, I promise. I swear, I'm gonna earn it. I'll earn your forgiveness. You just tell me if there's a chance, okay? You do that, I'll start earning it right now. Look, you were right. I admit it. I'm seeing things clearly now. I admit it. I have a gambling addiction, okay? It's out of control. I can't stop it. I need help. Please. And I need your forgiveness, okay?
You keep saying you love me, but you still can't promise that you'll stay away from Todd.
You can't ask me to go against my conscience.
Conscience? Is that what it is? Your feelings about Todd? It's a matter of conscience?
I don't understand. If you really don't want to call off our engagement... Pal, please, can't you just understand how I feel?
What am I asking that is so out of line here? Is it so nuts to expect my fiancé to stop trying to free a guy who's tried to kill me? A guy who loves you? It's an obsession, Rebecca. Todd is never going to let you go. You know that's the truth. If you think that I'm asking for something that a man has no right to ask or expect from the woman that he's going to... Maybe you're right. Maybe we shouldn't get married. Because I don't know you anymore. I don't know where this is all coming from. And I'm not sure I want to know.
Pal, wait! Pal? Oh, God. Oh, God. God. What do I do? Oh, God.
Come on, Ray, tell me. How's it look?
Well, I don't know what this clown from the governor's office is thinking, but I know what I see, Todd. I saw you change. Saw it happening. As soon as Rebecca stood up for you, she started talking and I saw this light go on. Like you started to care. Take a risk.
Yeah?
Let's hope you get what you're hoping for.
Well, there's plenty of other people hoping for something else, and they're the ones that carry all the clout.
But you got all those petitions and thousands of names. I mean, nobody knows what the governor's going to do, but you've got a case. You made your case, and that's what counts, right?
No. You know what counts for me is Rebecca. The faith she had in me. I mean, she took a risk, too. They're going to be all over her after what she did for me here today. Listen, Ray. There's something that I got to do for her now, and I can't do it by myself. There's somewhere I got to go, and... well, I can't go there without you. Will you take me?
I'm really proud of you, Max. You just admitted it. You said it out loud, and you've taken the first step.
I knew you wanted to hear it.
Yep. As much as you needed to say it. And, I know you're going to be able to beat this addiction, and I'm going to be praying for you.
I'm going to need more than your prayers.
Well, you got a long road ahead of you, and you're going to have to make it alone.
Oh, no?
Listen to me. I don't have enough strength to argue with you, so you're going to have to take what I say and leave it at that, all right? You're on your own. This is your addiction, and it's going to have to be your recovery.
Sure, but that's
You've taken the first step. You said it out loud. I know this is kind of hell you're in right now. God knows we've all had a little taste of it. And I know you're gonna be able to beat it. At least I hope you are. But you're gonna have to make this one for you.
alone.
No, no. You don't understand. I need your help. You need me now. We can help each other out here.
I got my own battle to fight, and I'm gonna be fighting that one alone too.
No.
Listen, I'm not trying to punish you. I'm not telling you this because of what happened between you and Blair or what happened to me. And I'm not trying to blame you.
You don't understand. See, we can't let any more time come between us. We gotta help each other. You don't understand. You'll see, it'll make the difference. Please. So shut me out. Let me help you, please. You gotta let me help you.
This isn't anything new, I'm telling you. I told you this days ago. I want you to leave. I want you to go away. I'm tired.
Luna. Luna, please. Luna.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Nothing.
Okay, what's up?
It's just Rebecca and me. It's over.
I'll see you later.
What happened? Todd happened. I don't know what to do anymore. She can't get this guy out of her head.
I'm glad you came, Rebecca.
Well, I promised I would.
Why are your eyes all red, Rebecca? Were you crying?
I guess I was.
Because Ollie's in jail?
In a way. Yeah, in a way.
We've been trying to help Todd all day, but Dad won't let us talk to the governor. How come Mom and Dad don't think it's right that we should help Todd?
I guess they just don't know him the way that we do. I happen to think that Todd's ready for a big change. And I don't think he can do it alone. Sometimes it's not easy, though. Sometimes it can cost a lot helping the people that really need it. It's so hard when there are people that don't understand. People that you love very much. Dorian, you don't mean what you're saying here.
Wrong.
Look, you don't want to lose your one friend, Dorian, especially now that you're free here. I mean,
Oh, I think the timing is absolutely perfect.
you know, I think
Out with the old. It's time for new beginnings.
I think this
In with the new.
interesting, very interesting. In fact, how you got this sudden release of yours, how it happened.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, how about David Vickers? Mm-hmm. Very attractive and very convenient. How he suddenly got released, Dorian.
Convenient or not, he is legitimate.
Well, I'd still like to know how you found him and where you found him.
How dare you make this about me? This is about you. We are talking about your life, your mistakes.
Dorian.
In all of my life, I have never treated the people that I care about so ruthlessly, in such a runaway bulldozer fashion.
All right, let's hear it. Let me hear you try to explain this one.
Why, Jason?
How can you throw Marty out of her own house with less than 2 weeks' notice?
Well, this certainly is some news that I hadn't heard.
I told you to shut up.
It's bad enough that you bought it out from right underneath her, Dorian.
Well, her Aunt Kiki was...
I'm not asking Aunt Kiki. I'm asking you. After all that Marty's been through, that's it. You just kick her out? You pack it up?
Jason, what's your point? Why are you here? To chastise me? Feel free. I'll survive. I spent months on death row. There isn't anything that you could do to me.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think I came on this thing the wrong way. Marty is upset, and that always burns me up a little bit. I guess what I am asking you is, can you let Marty have a little more time in the house? Think about it. At least just give Marty a little more time.
Hey.
Oh, no. I got here just as soon as Court called me in Vegas. How's Luna doing?
Well, Dr. Kern says she's fine. She's awake, but this is it. No results, nothing definite yet. She doesn't feel anything, Renee. She's both her legs, nothing.
Have you spoken to her yet?
I tried. When I was through talking, she wouldn't even look at me. She said I'm on my own now. That she's going to handle this alone. And she needs somebody.
I'll do what I can, darling.
Okay. Just talk to her, okay? I'll be here. Nay, I love her.
Luna?
Renee? Renee, listen to me. You gotta promise me something.
Anything, darling, anything.
I want you to keep Max away from me. If he's got to do this on his own, I don't want to see him.
All right, whatever you need.
It's so good to see you. Renee, when they let me go home, can I stay with you? Can I stay at the palace when they let me go back home?
Honey, of course you can. You can stay at the palace for as long as you want. You know that.
Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you.
Darling, I think that Max would...
I cannot let him near me. He's got to fight this thing on his own. If he doesn't, he's never going to be free of it. Renee, if he wants to help, tell him to go back to Landview. Tell him to go back to Landview.
It's not as though I'm kicking Marty out on the street. She's a rich little girl. She can buy herself a hotel if she likes.
Oh, I should have known.
Jason, the house was put on the market. I bought it. It's mine. I can move into it whenever I like. And if Ms. Saybrook has a problem with that, she should take it up with her Aunt Kiki. What?
You don't care who you hurt, do you? Just so long as you get what you want when you want it.
I care about the people who care about me.
Well, who are those people? I mean, where are all these people that care about you, Dorian? Think about that.
Well, in all my life, I've never treated anyone with such ruthless, bulldozer-type fashion. Out. I mean it. You have never cared about anybody but yourself.
Look, Dorian, look,
perfect.
I was
Well,
kidding.
now, my dear,
apologize.
you
Come
can
on.
just take care of
Dorian,
yourself.
let's just
you
talk,
can
all right?
feed yourself. You can clothe
Dorian.
yourself. You can find yourself someplace to live.
Look, Dorian, now,
Because
if
my
I
dear,
walk-
frankly, I don't care.
If I walk out of that door...
Dorian. My advice to you is forget about Max Holden. And if I were you, I would get out of Landview for good.
All right, but I'm not leaving town. I should have taken everything I could when I had the chance. This won't last. But I'm not leaving town. I can't leave Max. I won't.
Max, could you come in for a minute, please? There's something I want you to do.
Yeah, you name it, whatever you want to do it.
Good. Go home, Max. I'm going to make sure that Luna gets back to Lambview, and she's going to stay at the hotel with me.
What?
She's decided to stay at the palace, and that's what Luna wants, Max. And you said that you would do anything, so that is what she's asking. So you take Al, you go home, and I'll call you. Max?
I'm sorry, I need her to say it. Luna? You're trying to look at me. Luna, look at me.
I already explained it to you. I want you to stay away. You're on your own. So go on home and stay away from me.
Just confirmed our appointment with Governor Camden tomorrow, 1 o'clock at Palace Hotel, just before he goes down to a fundraiser.
Well, getting in is easy. Getting Governor Camden to listen, that's a whole different ballgame, buddy.
I think we've got a pretty good argument, Hank, and nothing works better than one-on-one, right? It's not going to be like today, though, that's for sure.
Really? What makes you think so?
Because Todd is all out of supporters. Rebecca's the best he had.
Yeah, you got a point there.
She was all he had.
All right, look, CJ and Sarah believe that Todd is their friend.
Do you?
They asked me to find out for myself. So I'm going to do just that. In fact, I've already called the prison. I made an appointment, Tina.
What?
I need to see if Todd is truly their friend. And if he deserves a shot at this pardon that they're talking about.
Prayer is real important to Rebecca. So I figure I should at least give it a shot for her sake.
Anything special you planning to pray for?
Help, I guess. I got a lot to make up, and I gotta start somewhere, you know?
Well, you say what you got to say. We'll talk later.
God, I'm trying, I really am. I'm trying. I want to. I've got to. I don't think I can do it alone. I think I need someone with me. Someone who cares. Someone who believes in me. Believes. Believes. God. It's all right. It's okay. I'm not. I don't know what I am. I can't do this. Just get me out of here. Take me back to my cell, would you?